Okay, gentlemen, caballeros, you already received your instructions. Usted recibió instrucciones. Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no. Right here is good, anything less low. Aquí está bien, aquí no. Right here is good, anything less low. I want a good, clean fight. Yo quiero una pelea limpia. Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourselves at all times. Escúchame, cuídate, listos, ready, let's go.
On the organization, but I blame them because if we have gone to outside the country, and the national anthem will be sung by Isaac Dogboe.
All right, Uncle Mike. No national anthem for Argentina, but that of Ghana. Your take?
I think it takes a little shine out of the event, but let's hope that we correct it next time.
All right, so the bout is already underway. Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe is in his black with some white strips to match, and then Javier Chacon is in the blue and the black also to match. The bout is already underway. They are exchanging bouts as we speak. Isaac Dogboe, I mean, the two boxers are being cautious, if I should say. It's early days yet though, but it's live on Ghana's most powerful radio gold. So the biggest fight of the evening is already underway at the Bukum Boxing Arena. And Isaac Dogboe is going in strongly. He goes in strongly, and then Javier Chacon coming with a left hook, but he misses out. Isaac Dogboe goes in strongly, and then that's the bout we are having here. The whole atmosphere is charged. So this is the bout we are having here. Isaac Dogboe, the Royal Storm versus Javier Chacon of Argentina. And Isaac Dogboe will go in with a hook. He goes in there with a jab. He goes in there with a jab and then a hook. So that's Isaac Royal Storm Dogboe. And Isaac Dogboe goes in strongly. He goes in, but the punches don't seem to land really well. The punches don't seem to run really well. So that's Isaac Royal Storm Dogboe. Javier Chacon has not really thrown any punches for as far as my eyes can see. And Isaac Dogboe is the one doing all the work here. So as we speak, it is round one into the bout, and Isaac Dogboe goes in, and the referee Tony Weeks will come and rescue. There's a cling there from Javier Chacon. So the bout is still on. Javier Chacon and Isaac Dogboe. And there's another cling, but the two boxers will separate. They're still underway. Early days yet, and the exchange of punches is still already on. Isaac Dogboe doing a lot of work. And then Javier Chacon will come in with a jab and a left hook. And then Royal Storm Dogboe also going strongly with a jab. And then there's a cling. And that's a good job from Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe. Isaac Royal Storm Dogboe goes in strongly. And the fans will be clapping. There he goes, Royal Storm Dogboe, doing a lot of work in round one. And there's a cling there from Javier Chacon. There's a cling from Javier Chacon. There's a click from Javier Chacon. And that's Isaac Dogboe going in strongly. Yes. Isaac Dogboe goes in strongly, and the fans will be calling for him to stop him in round one. Isaac Dogboe goes in, and the fans will be charging. Royal Storm. The Royal Storm. Isaac Dogboe. Isaac Dogboe and Javier Chacon. So as we speak, the second round of the bout is already underway at the Bukum Boxing Arena, and Isaac Dogboe is really targeting the ribcage, and Isaac Dogboe goes in with a right hook. Isaac Dogboe is really doing a very, very good job on the Argentine. He goes in with a left hook, or left jab, I should say, a left jab, and then lands it a right hook. That's Isaac Dogboe with all fire. Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe is really doing a lot of job. Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe going in very, very hard on the Argentine. It's round two of the bout, and already Isaac Dogboe is gradually creeping in. And that's a good dot for Royal Storm Dogboe. Great job by Isaac Dogboe. A good judgment from Isaac Dogboe, and the Argentine is really having a hell of time at the Bukum Boxing Arena. He comes in strongly, Javier Chacon, but he's been stopped in his tracks. Isaac Dogboe blocks, goes in hard with a right jab and a hook. With a right jab and a hook from Isaac Dogboe. So as we speak now, it's a very keenly contested second round. And Isaac Dogboe go to the ribs again. Isaac Dogboe go to the ribs again. Targeting the ribs and a jab straight into the face of Javier Chacon. And Isaac, the Royal Storm Dogboe, doing a very, very good job on the ribs of Javier Chacon. And I'll not be surprised that if he goes on this way, Javier Chacon might just visit his canvas. And Royal Storm Dogboe is doing a great job, and there's a cling there, but Isaac Dogboe will extricate himself from the cling. Will extricate himself from the cling, and then Isaac, the Royal Storm Dogboe, will also ensure that he goes in very, very hard. He's doing a very good job. Great swerve there by Isaac Dogboe, and then the referee will separate the fight. So the fight is still on round 2 of the bout. So as it stands now, it's Isaac Dogboe who is doing a lot of the work. He's doing a lot of the work, and Javier Chacon doesn't seem to be throwing the punches. All the punches of Javier Chacon have not landed so well. So Isaac Dogboe is doing all the punches here. He's throwing all the punches. Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe throwing all the punches here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. All the punches at the Bukom Boxing Arena is being displayed here, and Isaac Dogboe is doing a lot of work. And the second round of the bout has come to an end.
But that's the only way that's going to let a guy, lose the guard a little bit. Either than that, as he goes on, he's definitely going to wear out, and the guy may do something.
Okay, so it's still a round 3, and we have Mr. Kofi Capito here. When you talk about Mr. Kofi Capito, there's one thing that rings the bell. It's about Radio Gold. Radio Gold 90.5 FM. Onupa, you are welcome.
Oh, yeah. Ona, I mean, the whole thing, even the beginning, to me, the Dogboe guy has actually worn himself out. That corner thing was not unnecessary. A boxer, you don't dance. What he did there was too long. As a boxer, you concentrate, you are focused, you are ready from the dressing room direct into the ring. You don't lose focus, you don't lose attention. And dancing for about 10 minutes, a boxer, that is like, I hope he has a reserve time. I'm praying that he has some reserve tank somewhere. Guess what? He's throwing punches, but it's not landing. The guy is covering. All this shouting will not get you points. I'm telling you, if you don't land and you don't land clean, the guy, he covers well. Okay, he doesn't let you hit him. So to me, Dogboe should have something special. I hope he has something special. If not, I'm very, very much afraid for the Ghanaian boxer, because if he's not careful, any loot, I'm sure he is counting on the fact that he's young. He might have a heavy punch, but if you are not landing, it doesn't matter. That is my take on this fight. Seriously, I've been watching the fight so far. Well, to me, I don't think he has won any round.
But do you think the Argentine has won all the 2 rounds?
It's very possible, because he's throwing less, but he's landing. And you are throwing more, and you're not landing. So, and it's not about who throws more. It's about who lands more.
Who lands more. All right, so that's Mr. Kofi Capito. We'll be coming to you very soon. Let me go over to Nana Dakwa Jesse. He's been watching this fight. It's round 3 already, and according to Mr. Kofi Capito, he has not seen Isaac Dogboe winning even the 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think it's a genuine point he's raising, but it is obvious that from the last 2 rounds we've witnessed, Dogboe is in the lead. His punches might not be landing, but the question is, between the 2 boxers, who is boxing better? I think that Dogboe is now getting himself into the groove. The Argentine is an experienced boxer. Don't forget that he has everything in boxing more than Dogboe. Dogboe is the up-and-coming one, but I think that he's been so, overambitious as far as his targets in this fight is concerned. He must be cautious, or else the Argentine might take him by surprise. But you know, so far I think he's been the better boxer, but he still must improve.
As I said, the game plan of the Argentine is for Dogboe. The game plan of the Argentine is for Dogboe to wear himself out, and it's beginning to show early. Right now, just getting to the end of this round, the Argentine connected about 3 punches. You know, the Argentine connected about 3 punches. It means he has to be careful. He has to be absolutely careful. But I agree. He wasted a lot of time. They wasted a lot of energy over there. He should have been in the ring. And, you know, in Ghana, if we should lose this fight, that's going to be the talk.
Interesting times. Lawyer Maurice Sampa, 3 rounds so far. What's your take on the 3 rounds so far?
So good. I think that I love the fighting spirit of the opponent, but I also think that Dogboe are being the more aggressor, and it should continue, and it should continue to throw more body shots, and I think that he will get him.
Fantastic. Let me ask you. It's 3 rounds already. What are you expecting in the 4th round? Comparing the 3 rounds, what are you expecting in the 4th round?
I think Dogboe has not been at his dominant best. The Argentine, although have not exhibited true boxing skills, but he's proved his experience. Let's see how it goes. It seems Dogboe is getting into his group, throwing good jabs, you know, doing counter punches, and I think the 4th round looks promising for Isaac Dogboe.
Interesting times ahead. So Isaac Dogboe is on now. It's round 4 of the bout between Isaac Dogboe and Javier Chacon. It's round 4 already, and many are predicting that Isaac Dogboe has won all the 3 rounds, but others do also not believe that Isaac Dogboe has won all the 3 rounds. And Isaac Dogboe is, as we speak, throwing punches. He goes to the ribs and goes to the face, goes to the head. And Javier Chacon is not a bad boxer at all. He's also exchanging punches with that's Isaac Dogboe. It's been a cagey encounter here so far. In the 4th round, as we speak now, it's been an infighting between these 2 boxers, just in the center of the ring. And it's a very, very hot fight. Very, very, very hot fight indeed. Javier Chacon cannot be overruled. He's not giving up already. And many are shouting, go yeah, many are also going. What, man. None of that. Do you think Isaac Dogboe should have gone in and then killed the fight at this stage?
It could be his strategy, but in top flight boxing bouts like this, you don't take chances. When the advantage comes, you pounce on it, you get your jabs, you get your counter punches, and you get a knockdown.
Oh, interesting time.
Why he stopped? Because the guy was dazed. He should have followed up and then knocked the guy down. But Dogboe seems to have stopped. I don't understand it.
Maybe fatigue has set in already, and just like Mr. Kofi Kapito was saying, maybe fatigue has set in already. Isaac Dogboe should have taken out this fight.
No. The guy is showing that it's not tired now. He will bust. So as a boxer, you have to be very careful, especially when the opponent is allowing you to throw more punches, and he's laughing, he's smiling. So you must conserve energy, and I believe that Dogboe is doing the right thing.
Interesting submission from the gentleman in the studio.
Remember that all it takes in boxing is just 1 punch. So if Dogboe had the opportunity to get this guy down, he should have gotten him down. He shouldn't have stopped. He shouldn't have stopped because the guy was dazed. I can't understand why he stopped and was looking at him. Now look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. The guy wants him to wear off.
All right, so we're still live here at the Bukum Boxing Arena. It's the biggest bout of the evening. And as we speak, it's Isaac Dogboe and then Javier Chacon exchanging punches. And Isaac Dogboe, fatigue seems to have set in. It's interesting times. Isaac Dogboe going in strongly. And Isaac Dogboe is going in strongly. And as we speak, it's a really tight fight. Really a tight fight. And many people are looking out for a knockdown. It's the end of round 4. It's the end of round 4. What's your take on this round 4?
I told you that Dogboe was getting into his group. The only problem was that he wasn't following it up. When the opportunity availed itself, he seemed to be reluctant. But I guess his corner man has told him something, and he's now following up with counter punches. Even when he's got advantage, he doesn't give up. And this is the sure way to end this knockout.
Right, Uncle Mike, end of round 4.
I think it was good. It was good for Dogboe. But he shouldn't please the crowd. He should please himself. As I said, boxing, 1 punch is what ends the fight.
All right, one punch ends the fight. A good count from the opponent, indeed. We're looking out for round 4, the end of round 4. What's your take so far?
Very exciting. Dogboe did well by putting the pressure, continue to fight. But you see, the Argentine is being very strategic and absorbing the punches. So Dogboe has to be also cautious and not to wear himself down. So, and it should be very economical in the punches. Straight to the body, the face, body, and that is what Dogboe is doing. So I'm excited.
All right, so we're going out to round 5. Nanada Kojesi, round 5. It's been 4 already. 4 gone, 1 more to round 5.
You know, Javier Chacon was described as a knockout specialist in the build-up to this fight, but I get a feeling that he'll be a victim of knockout today. Dogboe must be up and doing, because from the trend of the fight from round 1 to this stage, in the initial stages, Dogboe was not dominant, but now I see him getting into his groove. His punches are getting to target. He's got heavy punches, and so the more your punches get to your target, the more closer you become in trying to end the fight.
Right, so you had another Kojesi. We are into the fight. That's round 5 of the fight. We are into round 5 as we speak. And as it stands now, a lot of pundits have predicted all the wins for all the rounds for Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe. It's between Isaac Dogboe and then Javier Chacon of Argentina. It's been an infighting, it's been an exchange of jabs, it's been an exchange of punches, an exchange of, but it's not an easy bout at all, I must say. The Argentine is not a boxer that can be washed away easily. He's also exchanging punches here, but most of the punches have really not landed as far as I am concerned. So on my card as a commentator for the day, I think Isaac Dogboe has won all the fights. On my card as far as the bout is concerned. So Nana, let me ask you, on your cards, as far as round 1 to 4 is concerned, who would you tip to win round 1 to 4?
I think it's been a closely contested bout, but from every indication, the more purposeful boxer among the two is Dogboe. He's landed more punches, although many of them has gone wayward, but I get the feeling that he's the more aggressive fighter. He's a fighter who is always following up on his punches, but you can't take anything away from the Argentine. On a scale of 100 to 0, I'll give Dogboe 60, I'll give the Argentine 40.
So more or less like the Argentine is losing as far as Nanada Kojesi's card is concerned. We are in round 5 and Nanada Kojesi will score Isaac Dogboe 60 to 40. So it's exchange of punches. The Argentine is not a bad boxer at all. As we exchange punches, Isaac will go in with a left jab, but that will not land anywhere. So Javier Chacon will also go in, but also not land anywhere. So it's exchange of jabs and shots and punches here at the Bochum Boxing Arena. Isaac Dogboe and the Royal Storm. Fans are enjoying themselves here. It's the main bout of the evening between Javier Chacon and then Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe.
I love something about Isaac is his defensive skills. You know, he tries to avoid most of the hard punches of the Argentine by dodging them, and that is very good for him. It's very, very good for him.
So that's lawyer Maurice Sambo. He says he likes the defensive style of Isaac the Royal Storm. So round 5 has come to an end. Nanada Kojesi, round 5 has come to an end.
Obviously, it's a round that belongs to Isaac Dogboe, but the boxer who have exhibited experience and endurance is Javier Chacon. From how he's boxing, you know, watching from behind, you would have figured out that he would have been down by now, but he's boxing, and it's early days to call for a Dogboe win.
Most of the time, when we bring boxers from overseas to fight, there's this cliche in Ghana that we bring weak and cheap boxers, you know, that can easily be, you know, beaten. But this is not the case we're seeing today.
Fantastic. I love this one in particular. Most of the foreign boxers we've brought in this country have either gone in round 3 or 4. But already it is round 5 and we are traveling to round number 6 any moment from now. Round 5 has come to an end. Are you impressed?
Yeah, very impressed. I see they are making us, the fight is becoming exciting. I like the style of the Argentine. He's fighting as a warrior, and we have 2 warriors fighting, and they are giving us a lot to cherish about.
Fantastic. So 2 boxers really giving us something to cherish about tonight at the Bukom Boxing Arena. It's a big one, the WBO International Super Bantamweight title bout between Isaac Dogboe and Javier Chacon from Argentina. And it looks like the two boxers are really in for a business. They are really in for business. Javier Chacon is not giving up as at yet. He's a boxer who is really coming at Isaac Dogboe, and Isaac Dogboe is in all he can also to make sure you stop him in his tracks. And Isaac Dogboe sends one into the ribs of Javier Chacon, sends one to the face. He goes in very hard, and Isaac Dogboe goes in very hard. Isaac Dogboe goes in very hard to the ribs and to the face. He chases him to the corner, and there Javier Chacon is in trouble. Javier Chacon is in trouble. Isaac Dogboe goes in very hard into the ribs and back onto the face, onto the ribs again, onto the face, and there Isaac Dogboe goes, and Javier Chacon is in trouble. And Javier Chacon is in serious trouble. Javier Chacon is in serious trouble. Isaac Dogboe will send all the jabs, all the punches, and there Javier Chacon is in deep trouble. So we are into the round 6 of the bout. We are into the round 6, and the fighting style of Javier Chacon is really interesting. He will bow and come in strongly. There you go. Javier Chacon goes at Isaac Dogboe, and Isaac Dogboe wins some sort of trouble, but he rescues himself. He rescues himself from the situation. And the fans are really pleased here. The fans are really pleased here at the Bukom Boxing Arena as these two boxers trade punches at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Isaac Dogboe will go in with an uppercut, but he doesn't land anywhere. And he goes in with a jab, and the Argentine will bow down. He goes in with a jab, he goes in with a hook, and the Argentine will bow. He goes in the face again, and Isaac Dogboe is really doing a good job on the Argentine. And the Argentine will come in strongly as well, and Isaac Dogboe also to extricate himself. He looks very interesting. For my money, round 6 might just go for Isaac Dogboe once again. In all the rounds, he's won them as far as my card is concerned, and I'll not be surprised if he wins this round once again. Very interesting bouts. Very interesting bout indeed at the Bukom Boxing Arena. And the fans are sitting on tenterhooks. Isaac will go in with a jab again into the head of Javier Chacon, and Javier Chacon will throw one, but doesn't land anywhere. A very big bout indeed at the Bukom Boxing Arena. And there's a jab from the Argentine, it won't land anywhere. Isaac Dogboe will come in with a jab as well to the ribs of Javier Chacon. You go to the ribs of Javier Chacon, and they will exchange blows here. Isaac Dogboe will go to his strongly, and there he goes. Javier Chacon is in some sort of trouble. Javier Chacon is in some sort of trouble. Isaac Dogboe nearly dropped him. Isaac Dogboe nearly dropped him, and round 6 will go to an end. Round 6 will go to an end. Nana Dakwajesi. Javier Chacon nearly went down.
I tell you what, we're enjoying one of the best boxing bouts we've ever seen in many years in Ghana. It's an exciting bout. Javier Chacon is primarily depending on his endurance and stamina. His pugilistic artistry has not been really exhibited, and Dogboe is the man doing the punches, following it up, good movement, you know, good body shots and all. I think that gradually we're getting to the time where Dogboe is going to get his knockdown.
But I will still repeat that Dogboe, as he's doing well, he should be cautious and all, because one punch ends the fight.
And Uncle Mike still insists 1 point ends the fight. It's round 6.
He don't want to fight again. The guy want to fight again.
Yeah, the Argentine is in
out.
some sort of trouble. Ghana! Ghana! Ghana!